Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a much heavier smoky blue eyes for a sari look with some really cool colored fresh flowers, and it's going to be a bit more of a complicated video, I guess, because it is a lot of products, a lot of brushes, and a little bit heavier than what I usually show you guys, but I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to start with eye makeup because I'm doing something really heavy today, which I've not done for a sari look, and I thought, you know what, I'll just try it out. First up, paint pot in a camel coat. I'm just going to grab a generous amount and put it all over my eyelid. I'm going to work with pigments and eyeshadows as well, so I'm going to get my Pat McGrath, the one with the blue in it. I will put which palette it is in the description box. So I'm actually going to get the greyish colour with my 228 crease brush from Zoeva, and I'm just going to do the crease and just tidy it up so there's no like patches left. Now I'm going to go with the darker colour, same brush. Yep, looks like I got punched in the eye, but I promise you it's gonna look great. Right, now I'm gonna get a flat brush, my Zoeva smoky shader. I'm gonna grab the blue, okay, and I'm going to swipe it down right in the middle. Yep, all over the eyelid, just with these two. Now what I'm actually going to do is get some of this Makeup Forever Aqua Seal and try and open it. So what I'm going to do here, if you have anything like a little dish, like a Petri dish or something, you can use it, but I'm just going to do this. Yeah, so I've just like taken 3 drops, and then just with my finger I'm actually gonna dab it and do the same on the other side. So it's gonna look quite wet. That's the idea. Now I've got this glitter, so it's from MAC, but I've got it in a little sample pot. Okay. Ooh, I'm a little bit scared. So I'm going to take the same brush and just my Urban Decay 24-hour glide, 24/7 glide on eye pencil, sorry, in black. So this one, I think it's called Perversion, yes. And then just line my waterline. Right, so I'm going to go back to my Pat McGrath, get to my crease brush again, so we've just used 2 brushes, guys, and go into the black and just add it into the outer corner. I'm going to go back and do the rest of my face now. I'm going to just get a makeup removing wipe and just tidy up underneath. First up, Born This Way in Golden, Too Faced Born This Way. A whole pump. Taking my oval 6 brush from MAC. To be honest, it's not my favorite foundation. I find it a little bit, just like the Huda Beauty, it's a little bit heavy for me. But it's great for like a special occasion, especially for a night out. So the makeup that I'm doing is, you know, a sari look, but for more of an evening event. I feel like that nowadays everyone's wearing lehengas, which are, you know, stunning. But I just feel like I just kind of want to bring back saris to wear for a wedding reception. So I'm wearing my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Sucre d'Orge. I could have just used the Shape Tape straight away, but I find the Shape Tape, because I have quite fine wrinkles now, just sort of sits on it. So I kind of moisturize. I want to moisturize it, so I add the NARS and then I add my Shape Tape in medium honey. Get your beauty blender. Don't go into the lower lid too much or the crease. And at this point, your concealer does need to be a little bit lighter than how you usually do it. This is not a daytime look, okay? This is more for an evening. And the reason I need you to go lighter is so that the blue pops a bit more and the eye makeup. Because imagine if you do have dark circles and it's a little bit, you know, and you're not hiding it well with your concealer. What then happens is you have like the smoky eye and then you have darker under eyes. It really will look like you got punched in the face. So we don't want to look like that. Nobody wants to look like that. So that's why the concealer needs to be a bit lighter. Trust me, because it's an evening look, nobody's really going to notice that your concealer is a little bit lighter. Unless your concealer has SPF in it, because then what happens is when somebody takes a picture, the flash goes everywhere and then you look like you've got panda eyes, right? So can you see, like, I feel like the blue is like really popping. Okay, now contour needs to be a little bit stronger, so I'm actually gonna go with my Becca Sun Chaser palette. So I like little palettes with like contour, blusher and concealer in it. So this is the color palettes that I'm going for. I am going for blue cool tones, hence why I'm picking the pink as well. So I'm going to get my Charlotte Tilbury brush, which is just a normal contour brush. And then contour my face, because I find with this Too Faced Born This Way foundation, it makes me look a little bit too light and I don't really like that look. So I'm just bronzing myself out. And the great thing is, again, it's an evening look, so you can go looking a little bit bronzed. So I'm just doing my jawline, forehead, and I'm gonna go in a little bit more with my cheekbones. Yeah, with the same brush, I'm just gonna very lightly add some of the pink. Same brush, I'm gonna go into the highlight and just add this on top of where I've applied the blush and a little bit above, like on the actual cheekbone, right? Another thing that I'm gonna do that I haven't done under the eyes is get my Laura Mercier powder, translucent powder. And I've got this really small brush from Zoeva as well. It's actually a crease brush, it's the 224, but I really like setting my under eyes with this. This is not a baking powder, guys. This is just to blur out and set my concealer. I'm not a big fan of baking just because I don't feel like I wear makeup that's very heavy. Now we're going to go back to the lower lash line. So I'm going back to my Pat McGrath palette, and I'm going to get, this time I'm going to get my Zoeva 231 Petite Crease Brush. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did at the top. So we're going to go with this grayish color and just very lightly. Okay, so I don't know if you can see the difference. So this looks a little bit softer. Biggest amateur makeup mistake is to forget about your lower lid. Okay, now that I've very softly done it, I'm gonna go with the darker brown, or more like a charcoal grey, and just do a little bit of the outside, okay? So I'm just continuing so it doesn't look so harsh. Just quickly do my eyebrows. And as you all know, I like my MAC 266 brush with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Duo Brow in dark brown. And this time I'm just gonna very, very, very lightly fill it in, just because the eye makeup is so strong. I don't want to go too dark with the brows, otherwise, gosh, I would look like, I don't know, like it's Halloween, and Halloween is over now, guys. So let's just look fairly attractive and not scary. Back to the eye makeup. Now I want to use a nice pop-off highlighter. I've got this pigment, so I'm going to work with pigments again. Now this one is actually, it used to be from MAC, and I think it's like a glitter that has a little bit of a blue reflective light in it, and I don't know if MAC still does it, I'm really sorry, but you might look for glitter that does have that. So I'm going to get my Aqua Seal again, but just like very, very lightly. I'm just going to prick my finger, kind of, you know, like just very tiny amount. And I'm just gonna press it into the inner eye corner, okay? Very lightly. I'm gonna get my Zoeva 23 pencil 230. I'm just gonna dip it into my highlight color. I don't know if you can see, but it actually reflects blue. And what you can do if you wanted to is just add a tiny bit on the middle of the lid as well, just to brighten it up a little bit. Right, now for this kind of look, you do need very heavy lashes. It's just not going to really work otherwise. You could go for Huda Beauty Samantha, it would work. I'm going to go for Lily Lashes Mykonos, so I haven't worn heavy lashes like this in ages. This is going to be fairly interesting. So as you can see, look. And this is why I knew I wasn't going to do the liner, because I knew I was going to go for some really strong lashes. So if you're not going to go for very strong lashes, you're going to go for very natural lashes, or maybe you're not somebody who doesn't like lashes, even though this look does complement lashes, false lashes. You could then add the liner, because I think it needs that sort of black, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to get some Geo Glue and then line my lashes. And while I let that dry, what I'm going to do is get my eyelash curler and curl my eyes. So I love this one from Shuamera. And don't worry about any of the glitter falling around. My Too Faced Better Than Blah Blah Blah. Okay, so lashes are almost dry. So while the mascara is still drying, so it's still fairly wet, you need to work with it really, really quickly. So I'm just going to keep my eyes open and set it right in the lash line. Since I underestimated the craziness of these lashes, I feel like it changes my entire eye shape, which I'm not so happy about. But what I'm going to do is go back to my smoky shader brush that already has a bit of blue in it. Get rid of some of the extra glitter, and I'm actually going to smoke it out, because now I feel like my lower lid looks a little bit empty. So I'm going to go with the charcoal grey, and I'm just going to go right into the lash line and just smoke it out. Yeah, so can you see this one's looking better now, because I feel like it's, you know, complementing the top lid. Now don't worry, with the lipstick I'm going to keep it very sort of nude. So I'm actually going to go with an Urban Decay lipstick. I'm going to go with a colour called Comfort Matte. 1993. Okay, that's what the color is actually called. So I'm just actually going to go with Kat Von D Lolita. You can go for a darker lip liner. The reason I'm using this is just to make my lips look a little bit big. Ta-da! Let's go on to the hair. Right, so we've got this hair that's been pre-waved and a little bit old. So I'm actually going to do an updo, but not a soft one. This time I'm going to do sort of like a fairly tight updo. So what I'm first going to do is from ear to ear, get my sections. Okay, clip this hair away. And then this hair, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get very tight twists, okay? Get another section, twist it, get another section, twist it, get another section, twist it. Yeah? There. I've got a little bit of twist. And then pin it. Cross pin it. And then pull out hair where you need to. This doesn't have to look symmetrical. The whole point is that this is just like a, you know, like a whimsical twist look, yeah? Same on the other side. Yeah. Now you take the rest of the hair, including the little bit as well. And then what you're gonna do is tie the entire hair. You have the tied hair. You split the hair into half. And you plait it. If you have very thin hair, maybe add some extensions and plait it. Otherwise, plait it very loosely and kind of just like spread the plait, if that makes sense. So you're just kind of widening it a little bit. Now you're doing the same with the other side. Get these little mini rubber bands as well. So try and not get like synthetic ones. Get like real rubber so it doesn't fall off. Okay, so then now that you have these, just create a little bun. So don't worry if it doesn't look perfectly. Don't these look stunning? So I got them done here, just locally next to my house, and he did this within minutes, and one of this was 5 ringgit, which in pounds is like less than £1. And I got 4 of these done, and I'm just gonna put them around my hair. To look like this. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you guys didn't find it too difficult. But if you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up. You know, don't forget to share, subscribe, leave some feedback, and maybe tell me other suggestions for videos. And yeah, no comments about these lashes, okay? I know that they're crazy. But thank you so much. Mwah.